how do we deal with Trump from strength? How do we maximize our influence on his administration to try and prevent the worst fears of a Trump presidency becoming reality? Whether it's handing Vladimir Putin victory in Ukraine, rolling back the progress we've made on climate change, or plunging the world into a destructive trade war. The answer is to show we are not so reliant on the United States, that the UK has alternatives and won't be bullied into taking whatever Trump offers us. And we do that by urgently strengthening our relationships with the UK's other partners, whether that be Commonwealth nations like Canada or India, who are also figuring out how to deal with Trump. More importantly, our European neighbours, whose economic and security interests are so closely intertwined with ours. Now, I'm not going to pretend this will be easy. We have looked on with justified horror at the rise of far-right parties in many EU countries like France, Italy, Austria, and Germany, Hungary, and the Netherlands. Some of those countries are led by people whose values we find as objectionable as Trump's, perhaps even more so. And other countries may soon join them. But that doesn't change the fundamental fact that we and our European partners have closely shared interests when it comes to our economies and our national security. We are neighbours. And emboldened Putin is a direct threat to us all in Europe. A Trump trade war will mean hardship and misery for all our people across Europe. So we must work together to prevent it, to deal with Trump together from a position of maximum combined strength, and to make Europe more secure in its own right at a time when we can no longer rely on America to help us secure it. Now, there may be some who scoff at the idea of Britain leading beyond our shores after all the damage the Conservative Party did to our reputation on the world stage and our relationship with Europe. But when you look at the crises engulfing capitals across the continent, I have no doubt the prospect of renewed UK leadership from a government truly committed to cooperation will be heartily welcomed. After all, if we don't show that leadership, who will? But there is a lot of work to do after the Conservatives spent years cutting ties of trade, trust, cooperation, and sowing bitterness and hostility instead.